Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and this video marks the announcement of the, let's face it, inevitable termination of the bankroll challenge. I'll go into my reasons for that shortly. And this launch of a, as yet in my head, untitled kind of like blog series, I guess, if anything. I guess we'll clear up first why we terminate the bankroll challenge, and that is because it was a fucking moronic idea to start it. Bankroll challenges are shit, aren't they? I've never known many content creators start and finish one, forcing yourself to play like lower stakes than you're interested in, to complete a challenge that people don't care about is silly, and it drained some of the enthusiasm from me last week when I was doing it. I mean, I made money. I made like $200 in 14 hours or something, or $190 in 14 hours, something like that. But I was trying to make the videos, and my lack of enthusiasm for the project was it was hard to disguise. And I was playing 3 tables at a fourth on the side because I wanted to blast through the limits and get back to playing limits that stimulated me more. And the whole thing was shit. So we're just fucking writing it off. That's done with. But it gave me some like time to think and be like, Reg, you really, really love playing poker. Why have you got no enthusiasm for this like playing extra tables bankroll challenge? And then I was chatting away to a couple of people, and age is catching up with me, I think, in terms of like how I approach online poker. Even playing 3 tables on video during the bankroll challenge and at other times, I've not concentrated well at the tables. Maybe in 2 of my last 4 videos, viewers have picked up my folding sets due to my just not paying attention. Why did you fold a set there? Didn't know I had one. That's a mistake. I think my ability to concentrate, make videos and play well over like with 3 or 4 tables running, it's on the wane. I'm 46 years of age now. Multitasking might not be my thing anymore. Maybe it never was. But I still want to continue making content, and I'm kind of tired of making like super spammy content too. I watched a couple of my latest videos back, and they're not what I'd want to watch. You know, the dull, the overly spammy, playing a little bit too tight and passive because of, you know, probably overloading myself with things I need to do when making a video, like try and make them a little bit interesting, play well, etc. So this is where we're starting now. We're starting I think most of my videos now is going to be 2 tabling. We're going to be playing looser, more aggressive poker, hopefully still winning, and then just trying to like make my overall content more engaging, talk a little bit more about myself, what's been happening in my life, what's happening in the world, etc. And yeah, probably trigger a few people with some of my worldviews here and there. But just want to try and make them more watchable than they have been. So they're going to be very limited spam. I may well make another like starter video. This is a little bit of spam for 2 minutes. The rest of it's just pure, hopefully engaging content, and yeah, just go from there. Nobody wants spam. Nobody wants some old Nate playing weak type poker across 3 tables and missing betting sets. We're going to improve. We're sharpening up, and we're going to make it like a vlog style thing now, where it's more just like, here's some poker, I'm going to try and play well, and when there's fuck all going on because we're only 2 tabling, I'm going to ramble about various things that interest me. Could be sport, could be politics, could be current affairs, could be TV, could be things going on in the poker world. Who knows? But hopefully you guys will like it a little bit more, and probably more important than that, hopefully I'll actually enjoy doing it more than I have been lately. Because my enthusiasm for poker is as is as high as it's ever been. Maybe, you know, really loving playing. I'm liking playing a little bit higher these days. But my enthusiasm for like trying to play 3 or 4 tables isn't there anymore. I just want to get 2, possibly 3 really good tables at highish stakes, well, higher stakes than I usually play, and then just play long sessions, enjoy myself, hopefully make 1,000 a month or something from just my hobby, and that'd be absolutely delightful. So these 2 tables here, this is a table that's played in Filipino peso. The buy-in of 5,000. I bought it for we've got 200 blinds at the table. 5,000 chips is $100, and this is Australian dollars in this one. So this is a 60 Australian dollar table. So there's a bit of difference between the two. This is probably about 35 GBP an L, and this is probably like 75 GBP an L. So this table's twice as big as this one. Don't really care that we're playing stakes that are varying quite wildly. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is, do we have good tables? And as you can see, we do. Again, we're not going to be spammy. You can look at the HUD stats yourself. These are fucking good tables. So yeah. So we're certainly going to try to play a little bit loose. We're not going to be giving our money away. We're not going to be doing anything crazy. We're just going to probably try and find more ways to be aggressive post flop. Open a few more hands from all positions without being super spewy and what have you. I was watching Lex Beldhouse on Sunday night, and this kind of inspired me. He was playing one table. He was fair enough. It was a final table, and he was heads up or whatever, or short-handed to heads up. But it inspired me to be like, you know what? I'm watching somebody play one table here, and I'm still like really engaged with him. Now, fair enough, he's got chat to interact with, which makes it a little bit easier for him. But that the way he was talking about the hands he was in there, he kind of got run over heads up, but it was because he just like the guy who was playing really well. But Lex wasn't making too many hands either, so I was watching him get run over, and it was still engaging, and he was still talking through hands with clarity. I found it educational in terms of like why he was saying he wasn't finding many spots to be aggressive, because I was thinking like heads up you just need to be like kind of rampantly aggressive, and it did feel like he was getting run over. And I kind of thought, you know what, I need to do a bit more of that in my videos. I don't talk enough about hands when I'm in them. I just kind of pass me by. I do nitty things. So yeah, we're going to try and get into more hands in a positive EV manner. It's not going to be like the Funky Friday videos used to be, where I was just spewing around. We're going to like try and play decent hands pre-flop, and then try and explain post-flop more what I'm doing. It's a little bit harder on PPP because you know you don't have too much time to act, but I'm going to try my best to talk more about what I'm doing and why. So here we're just going to flat with the ace deuce because of this guy in the small blind. We don't really want a 3-bet versus a kind of looks a bit like a reg. Well, when there's fish in the blinds, we want to try and I mean, ace deuce might not be doing really well versus his middle position opening range, but so maybe it's a negative EV call against him, or neutral EV. Maybe it's winning a bit, maybe it's losing a bit, but it's not great against him. But if this guy comes in the pot too, all of a sudden it turns into like a pretty profitable situation. And I think we're just going to fire small again here, and maybe fire big on the river. Looks like he could have a hand like a weak jack, pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s, that kind of thing. Maybe some ace highs, ace 10s. We are going to empty the clip here. I mean, if he is checking a jack to us, then he's not folding. I understand that. But so we're not trying to make him fold a jack there. We're trying to put pressure on his any draws he might have that I was beat. Something like ace high, ace 10, and all these kind of pairs beneath a jack that want to try and get to showdown. So that's what we were trying to do there. We weren't trying to make him fold a jack, we were trying to make him fold a queen, of course. Maybe he doesn't even fold pocket tens there. But I think they do a decent amount. When we triple barrel there, it puts huge pressure on his marginal hands that have us beat. I was dead shuffle next, by the way. Very rarely do I give a fuck. I mean, I don't expect any of you guys to give a fuck whether I win or lose. Very rarely when I'm watching a streamer do I give a fuck if they win or lose. In fact, when I'm watching Spraggy, as much as I like watching Spraggy and I like the guy, the salt that comes out of him when he loses is so fucking entertaining to me. I'm almost anti-sweating him from time to time. I mean, if he gets to a final table, I like to see him make a big score, but I'd quite like it when he gets close and then just like loses a fucking flip or gets sucked out on or what have you, because he's like so like salty with it. And I understand it, because I'd be just as salty, we all would be, but I like the realism of it, like the fucking hellfire. So yeah, normally I couldn't give a fuck if people I'm watching win or lose. It's a bit like, I think we're all a bit disingenuous in this way. Say, like when I used to go to the bookies as a kid, and I was losing, and my friend was winning, and you've got to like kind of pretend to be pleased for them, but deep down you're just fucking jealous and you wish they were losing too. It's not as bad as that for me now. I don't wish people lose, but I couldn't give a fuck if they win or lose. But yeah, so it was strange to see, like, because Lex had a hard time. His like scoop clearly knocked the fuck out of him. Then they put some fucking stupid Summer Series thing on top. It looks like he's recharged his batteries, and it was genuinely nice to see him. See him have some really good results on stream. So go Lex, go Lex. Here we have two kings. I'm going to check here. It's not a flop I would be betting very often. I want him to be able to value bet some worse hands. I'm going to go for a check raise, of course. I kind of want to try and get as much money in as possible as I can now against stuff like pocket sevens, pocket eights. I mean, if he's got a 4 or pocket threes, then he's going to get all our money. And I want to give him a chance to value bet worse and then not be able to get away from it. Also, it's kind of a hard board to hit, so he maybe bluffs occasionally more than when we check. When we check there, we look a lot like we've got hands like ace king, ace queen, king queen, stuff like that. So I wanted to give him a chance to bluff if he thought he'd just put me on high cards, and also wanted to like try and get all the money in one street there against pocket pairs. That was the plan. Didn't work. But never mind. Not sure how long I'm going to be making these videos for and with what frequency. Try and bash 2 or 3 videos out per week. I'm already behind schedule this week. There should have been one out Monday, but I was so unhappy with the content that I created Monday, I just fucking threw it away. And then I had a very busy day yesterday. I had a really lovely time actually yesterday. My wife works part-time as a support worker like I do, working from home. Let's just play this 6-3 first. I think we're going to, with bottom pair, we're just going to raise here. Don't mind if we get 3-bet. Kind of want to try and take control of the action. I think this guy has like a jack queen, ace jack, 10x, some king x. Can we pick up some good equity? We're going to barrel again. Probably give up river if he calls again. Or we're going to river 2 pairs and we're going to make a value bet. So now we're going to hope he's got a king or a 10. I'm going to bet quite small here, like 600 I think. Try and get a call from a 10. We missed value from a king. Well, looks like he just didn't have a draw or something, maybe. I bet in that size we miss value from a king, but we make it almost certain that we get called by a 10. So yeah, we went out yesterday. My wife, she gives respite care to a young lady. Obviously calling here. And it was one of my days when I give respite care to a young man who is on the autistic spectrum, and we took both the people we look after to like a petting zoo, if you will, like goats, sheep, donkeys, pigs, things like that. I think I'm willing to let the 8 go here. I think I am. And it was really nice. We were only out for maybe an hour or so, maybe, and then we stopped at the way back. We got burger and chips from a Burger King. That was super pleasant. Then we went to have a bit of a play in a park for a while. And anyone who's on my Facebook page, in my Facebook group, will see that I decided to play on one of the pieces of equipment in the park, and fell off it. That's on video. It was just really nice. I can't remember why I'm making this point now. Yes, it was because of how busy I was yesterday. And yeah, so when you're busy like that, I don't mind not being able to make poker content. When I used to be busy in fucking factories being unable to make content, or busy in fucking offices, it used to really, really upset me. But my work-life balance is just so nice now, because the work I do is it's not work. How does the saying go? Something like, if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. That's certainly true for me. I play poker for part of my income. I run a poker affiliate business for part of my income, and I work locally within my local disabled community for part of my income. There's not one part of that I dislike. I'm a very lucky boy. I understand that. I appreciate that. And I like to make the most of it. I really do. I like to revel in the comfort and the general levels of happiness that I have through my working week, because fuck me, I've no misery. When I was younger, I had 3 children very young in a relationship that didn't work out. I was working all the hours God sent just to help put food on the table. I could never shirk responsibilities, even when we split up. And then so I was working in factories and offices and in retail, all things that I fucking despise doing. But it makes me so grateful now that I can do things that I truly enjoy and support myself financially. I'm genuinely grateful for that almost every day of the week. It's truly is a wonderful thing. So we're chipping up nicely here without really been putting any tough spots. I'm liking being pretty deep with a 51 VPIP. I'd like this guy to find a double through this guy. That'd be nice. And then we got we've already got a super nice table. $50 there. $190 there, something like that. In very dead money, plus another $20. So we got over $200 dead money at this table. We got a nit that's got no money, so he's an empty seat. It's the only player who could make life slightly difficult for us. We have a relatively decent position on, so this table's looking good. Hello, Omar. Didn't see you sneaking in there, sir. Omar's one of the guys who is part of my staking program. Very good player, does very well. Normally, defending versus a 4x with Jack 7 suited isn't something I will do, but against this guy, it is absolutely something I will do. Not sure we're going to proceed in this flop. If he bets large, we're just going to fold. If he bets small, We could raise. Depends on his sizing. Against that size, it's just a fold. There's what I like to call the trump. That flop is the trump. I'll leave you to figure out why. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of figuring out, to be fair. Let's pull the vapour out. I shall try and synchronise muting my microphone with my inhalations, and I shall also try to remember to unmute the microphone when I'm not inhaling, although no, I can't really make any promises. It's an interesting situation here. We've got like the straddle and then the min raise, and we got the ace four. We're going to try and see a flop here on the button with two pink tag players in the pot. Be disappointed if we get squeezed out of it, but not surprised. Villain checks here. Prefer to have a hand that has a bit more equity when called to bluff with. And now we're just going to probably call down unless something happens on the river to make us not want to. That isn't a river that's going to make me want to not call, depending on how. I mean, if you go massive here, maybe fold. Trivial call. Expect to lose a decent amount, but I mean, we're getting a ridiculous price. And we win. Clubs there would have been nice, wouldn't they? It would have been nice. Going with a very small ISO here because of his stack depth. Quite like it if we get some guys calling behind and then he reopens the betting with a jam after his straddle. That's what we're hoping happens. I didn't get around to muting my mic when I inhaled there because I was too excited with the aces. Jam it. Okay, don't jam it. You have an SPR of less than 3, so all this money is going to go in. I'm going to bet pretty big, I think. I'm going to give someone too much of a cheap draw on what is a reasonably coordinated board. Just need to hope we're not up against a set or two pair here. We're up against the over pair. And that's him drawing dead. Good stuff. So that's almost $90 profit at this table already, which I'm not going to complain about. Sadly, the whale gets replaced by a red tag player, but normally I'd be thinking about swapping this table out now with 2 orange and a red and like a short stack pink. But we'll leave it for now. So we have a 10x open and then that 3-bet. You have fun, boys. You have fun. Who doesn't 3-bet 992 30x? and then lose. Some backdoors here, but I think our hand's probably still going to want to check. Good, the regular immediately left and got replaced by what might hopefully be a slightly worse regular. Queen high 1 without any resistance. Not going to complain about that. This guy's on a roll, isn't he? He's 3-betting like there's no tomorrow. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe today's the last day on earth. If you guys are enjoying this like new format and you're still here and there's any subjects whatsoever you would like to see me chat about in the next video, please put them in the comment section below. I've been following a Twitch streamer, newish Twitch streamer lately, Duesenberg, thoroughly engaging guy on Twitch. If you haven't heard of him, then go to Twitch, look for Duesenberg123 and give him a follow. He's a very engaging guy and he's been bugging me to do a just chatting stream. I'm not going to do one, don't fancy it. But if there's anything you'd like to hear my opinion on, because I am quite an opinionated guy and sometimes I'll exaggerate my opinions just to get a response, put them in the chat below. It can be about anything: sport, politics, current affairs. Don't give a fuck what it's about. Give me some subjects and I'll chat about them in my next video, no problem. I missed a very easy c-bet there, which was a mistake, and we got duly punished by me having to fold the very next street. Oh, check min raise on the world's driest board. You are going to win this pot, sir. Well played. $3-9. I think you can just fold that one pre-mate. Don't think you need to play the 9-3 suit offsuit. Look at this guy here. What is he doing with his fucking life? He's sat there with 7 big blinds. He's 24-13. And he's sat there with 7 big blinds. What the fuck are you even doing, my friend? I do not understand. And it's probably not even case money he's on because it's a round number. Probably, I don't fucking know what he's doing with his life. But I will be actively rooting against him next time he's in the pot because I won't enjoy the reload or fuck off because that is just a waste of a seat. What are we doing with the 8s here? We have a limp and a min raise. Don't really want to reopen the betting, so we're just going to flat. If we 3-bet here and get 4-bet, I would be quite sad. We're going to start by check calling. Although not against that exact sizing. I think we can let the 8s go versus that size. We maybe overfolding slightly, but under pairs in that situation. Out of position against somebody just mashing pot. It's going to be hard to get to showdown. Even if we do have the best hand. We've been 3-bet here by someone who looks like he's probably a regular. We have King 10 offsuit, and there's just no reason to battle these situations very hard in these clubs. I don't play in these clubs to get in pissing contests with regulars. What's this guy gonna do? Well, he is the dullest fucking person ever. Just fuck off. PP324691. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Eyes all in. Call and win. No ace. Fuck you. No ace. 10. You'll do for me, kid. You'll do for me, will you? Yes, you will. And what are you going to do now? Please fuck off. Yes, fucked off. Although fucking off and being replaced by a red tag is a bit of a bastard. I think we'll have a look around for another table. I'll leave this one up until I find one, of course, but we'll have a little look around, see what there is. We'll play our aces first, so with maximum focus. I'm going to flat here because this guy in the big blind might do something bonkers. Squeeze. Oh well, never mind. Now we've got to play aces multi-way on a pretty wet board, which isn't fun. Not in love with the situation I've engineered for myself here. Oh, we're being called in 2 spots. We need help. Help! Oh no. Oh no, what is going on? Oh no, now I've no idea what to do. I haven't got a fucking clue. This feels really dirty. It's a multi-way. I'm just going to fold and just like whatever. Oh yeah, jacks. Oh, wrecked, mind you. Then again, if we 3-bet pre, you might have called and got there. Kind of fucked myself there. I was hoping this guy. I mean, look at the guy. He's got 57-20 with an 18% 3-bet, etc. Kind of hoping he might do something crazy pre-flop. Didn't work out. Never mind. Never mind. Right, let's find a replacement for this table if we can. Don't really care which club it's in. I don't really care which limit it's at, as long as it's at something that enthuses me. I think we'll start a fresh table and have it off screen, and the minute it starts running we'll bring it in. I think that's what we'll do. Start another $60 NL table. 60 Aussie dollars NL table, should I say. Maybe have a little bit of heads up on the channel. I think we're going to go with a smallish 4-bet bluff here. Let's hit that time bank and get the sizing right. Whoops, that didn't work, did it? Just kissing goodbye to $20 here. Bye $20, it was nice knowing you. This table is off its fucking rocker. Sadly, we've not been finding many hands on it lately. Well, we did actually, that's a fucking lie. We found aces and just slaughtered them. Going to pull up another table in another club. Try and start a fresh table, because the absolute best way to get into good games is to start your own. So let's try and open something elsewhere too. Try and set mine here with the deuces. Lots of people don't like having a calling range at the small blind. I'm not one of those people. Obviously she's giving up here. Don't think this guy can ever have anything here. He just found a call though. So now the question is, do we go for a double barrel multi-way, or do we just try and realise our equity? And I think given both guys called, then I'm just going to check back and try and get there, which we failed to do. And now we just have an easy fold. And over here we've flopped nothing. We do have a backdoor straight flush draw. I'm going to c-bet and then only barrel really good turn cards. That's not really one. Jack's no good to us really. And we've been called in 2 spots. It's a shutdown time. I'm just giving up. Queen X now improves to trips. Ace X probably isn't folding. So we're going to... Now, I was about to say we'll leave that table, but then I was too slow on grabbing the seat at the table that I was looking at. Trying to start another 100 L table. It appears that the isn't an open one to grab a seat at the moment. So we'll take a look at this one. It's a full ring table, which I don't mind playing personally, but might not be super exciting on video. But that said, it's not close to full. So we're going to take the seat and we're going to play it off camera for just a moment until we leave this table. Then we'll bring it in. We're not going to be putting any more blinds in at this table. Well, we're going to put our small blind in, but we're just going to play around to our big blind and leave and book our $50 win. Just getting players readily tagged at the table that's about to come into the video. And there's not a single regular amongst them. There's some tight fish by the looks of things, but not a regular in sight. So it's definitely going to be a table where I have a positive expectation. Not sure it's going to be everyone's cup of tea watching a bit of full ring, but never mind. King Queen suited. We are certainly going to be 3-betting here. Versus this guy's min open. Probably not folding to a 4-bet. Unless it's fucking huge. And then totally bricking. Wow, that's a brick. So we'll leave this table and we shall pull this one in. And then this guy just jams, which is, well, doesn't fucking bother me really because we totally missed. So that's all cool. I think we're losing at this table significantly now, are we? Oh, 14 bucks down. I was winning at this table at one point. We're on a 50 big blind downswing at an incredibly soft table. That feels like it shouldn't really be right. Not sure that should be a thing. Look at this guy. Looks like he's something of a crusher. One. Well, this winner and fish thing, it's like, I didn't know what it meant for ages. The winner is like, when the table closes, because all these tables are on timers, they only run for a certain amount of time, then they close. So what this winner and fish thing means is that every time when a table closes, if you've been the biggest winner at that table for that however long it's been running for, you get like credited as a winner. If you're the biggest loser at a table when a table closes for however long it's been running for, then you get the fish tag. I'm a 21-19, which is a bit disappointing. Prefer to have a larger gap, but I know by my results that I take a lot of money out of these games, so I don't give a huge amount of don't pay much heed to it, to be honest. 10-9-6 with a backdoor flush draw, but out of position to 2 players. Don't like it. This guy's going to pot it, isn't he? He's going to break my heart. He didn't pot it. He's made it small. I mean, for this price we have to peel one, I guess, but I don't feel good about it. Now he's gone all in and we're getting nearly 4-1 on a call. I mean, if our ace and king, like, we're getting the right price just to hit an ace or a king. Unless this guy has like 2 pair plus, we're getting the right price. He doesn't have 2 pair plus. But sadly we do not improve, so things lurch from bad to worse at this table. But I'm not going to complain too much when a 75/5 gets a score over me. But I think we're over 30 down now here. Look at, not quite, but I mean we could easily get it all back in one hit. But it's, well, no, it's not annoying because I've got a smile on my face. It's disappointing. And you get yourself sat at a table as good as this with like 3 absolute nut jobs. It's disappointing to be 50 bigs down, but it's going to happen because I mean, you're playing against lots of guys who just don't fold. Then you are at the mercy of short-term variance. Long-term, you're going to destroy them. Short-term, you know, if they have days where they're hitting pairs and you're hitting nothing, then especially if you're trying to play aggressively against them, then you're going to have some car crash days. Well, I mean, not 50 big blinds isn't a car crash, but trust me, I've had them. I've had car crash days against these guys where eventually I just lose my fucking mind and just spunk 3 or 4 buy-ins off, just like, you can't have it all the time, bang, 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 oh fuck, you can have it all the time. Not sure what our man Omar has here. Well played, sir. Well played, sir. These guys are ready to go off in the blinds, so we're not going to be opening the 5 deuce from the cutoff. I'm going to try and have some high card value when we get involved in these spots. Or some serious connectivity. Is the squeeze coming? Nope. Not sure how much longer I'm going to be recording for. Planning on playing for another hour and a half at least, but as for recordings, not sure. Till I get bored, I guess. Not till I get bored of or run out of things to say. hard to get bored when you've got good tables and decent opportunities to make some money. Who's looking forward to watching Liverpool get presented with the... Is it tonight? Liverpool play? Let's have a look-see. Yep, who's looking forward to watching Liverpool get presented with the Premier League trophy tonight at approximately 10 PM GMT? I know I am. My all-time favourite footballer, Kenny Dalglish, is going to be presenting the Premier League trophy to Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson. I hope all you Man United fans tune in and act with grace and dignity on social media whilst it's happening. If you are a Manchester United fan, then fuck you. Ollie's at the wheel. Hopefully he stays there, because I think United's mini resurgence is not likely to be permanent under him. So let's hope he starts next season with them. Let's hope they keep Pogba, because although he's in form at the moment, it doesn't seem to take an awful lot to derail the man. So fingers crossed they keep him, and then he has another head fuck. Don't wish bad mental health on him, I just mean he has a head fuck as in, nah, I can't be arsed with you lot again, so fuck you. I'm going to pretend I'm injured for ages and not try. I'm a little bit jealous that you've got, is it Mason Greenwood, is he called, or whatever he's called? He looks like he's going to be fucking shit hot. And you've got to have a lot of love for Rashford, haven't you? Not only is he a talented footballer, he seems like an incredibly good human being too, so can't hate on Rashford. Like Greenwood. Not much else I like about the club, to be honest. Not much else at all. Adam Wan-Bissaka looks like he's always going to cry. Yeah, keep De Gea, please, because he's fucking shit. Very much like to see De Gea still be Manchester United's #1 next year, because he is a goalkeeper in permanent decline. You can take that from me. What happened to Joe Hart is happening to David De Gea now, and as a goalkeeper you rarely recover from these types of things. Your confidence just goes. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came up through the week and said I still think he's the best goalkeeper in the world, which is just fucking ridiculous. That's like me knocking one out with the wife on a fucking Sunday morning, lasting about 30 seconds, her not getting very much satisfaction from it and saying, yeah, but I'm still the best shagger in the world, don't I? No. Or I say to me, don't worry, Paul, you're still the best shag in the world. It's not fucking true, though, is it? You know, just say something that you mean. Say something like, well, yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know, fucking don't just come out and say someone's the best in the world at something. It's fucking obvious they're not, because it's totally meaningless. Surely could have found a better way to try and help restore his confidence than come out with something that is demonstrably bullshit. Get back to fucking Mouldy. Well, don't go back to Mouldy. Stay where you are. Drag United down as far as possible first, please. Then take your fucking bullshit platitudes elsewhere. You boring cunt. And he's a boring cunt, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's a really, really boring cunt. You would not want to be stuck in a lift with that man for any longer than 30 fucking seconds. Right, I think I've run out of things to say. We've done 55 minutes. Please, if you've reached this far, please, in the comment section below, I'm going to ask on Facebook too, stick some things in the comments that you'd like to hear my opinion on. I don't care what it is. I will form an opinion. If I don't have any knowledge, I'll make up an opinion. Just Just yeah, help give me ideas for things to chat about during videos that you'll enjoy. Just going to flat here again with the king queen. For similar reasons that we flatted with the aces, we want these guys in the blinds in the pot. We don't want to blast them out of the pot. Sadly, we've missed again. We do have some backdoor potential. So I think we'll start with a bet like $2.10 seems reasonable. Won't be so totally surprised if this fucker raises. Don't think this guy can have very much when he just checks with this guy in the blinds. He does find the check call though. We do not improve. And when we get called twice, even though the ace, we could try and represent it, just giving up basically. Try and hit a king or a queen and get to showdown. This dude's almost certainly going to bet here. Wow, snap pots it. In fact, before we top up, we'll see if this guy calls. Nope. We don't get to see what our maniac friend in the big blind has. But yeah, we're going to leave it there. He did have an 8. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's not exactly a new format, but the 2-table format. I hope it hasn't been too slow for you. Please give me any feedback if you've got this far. Please give me some feedback on what you thought of like the 2-table in part and what have you. Yeah, just any feedback would be most welcome. Any ideas for things to talk about in the next video, most welcome. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and goodbye for now.